Hi, everybody. Welcome to Play by Play. My name is Sean Bouchard. It's a pleasure to be here and to have you guys here. I'm excited about the game that we're playing tonight. I am, full disclosure, I am like, oh god, uber tired this week. I partied too hard for the 4th of July, I guess. And then they expected me to come back to work. But that's okay. We're going to play video games and have fun. And I'm looking forward to having fun and playing video games. I got a couple announcements tonight that I'm going to start out with, because there's lots of stuff going on, and I want to make sure that everybody stays updated on it. But I'll be quick about this, promise. So tonight we're playing Old Man's Journey. This is a game by Broken Rules. Broken Rules, you might know, I sort of know from previous work that they did on Secrets of Radicon, Radicon? I don't know. It's I don't know how to pronounce that word. And I didn't actually play that game, but I'm familiar with it. They also made And Yet It Moves, which I did play. It was featured at Indiecade a ways back, one of the earlier Indiecades. Really neat sort of puzzle platformer with a really interesting and innovative for the time rotation mechanic. Not sure how to sort of bring that context to bear on my expectations for Old Man's Journey, which seems like a very different style and just aesthetic and feeling than what I know of And Yet It Moves, at least. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see where it goes. This game, like a lot of the games that we've played recently, is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to that too. It's also supposed to be about 90 minutes long. So my intention is to play the whole game tonight. That's going to be cutting things pretty close because I tend to go through games slowly, talking about things and sort of exploring the systems that are at play. So it's possible that the gameplay part of tonight might go a little bit long, and we might cut down or cut out the Q&A that we would normally have. We're just going to play it by ear. We're going to see how long this goes, but this game is short enough that I feel like we should try to finish it in a sitting here. So just to warn you, I'm not sure exactly how that's going to play out, but we'll see. The folks at Broken Rules gave us a key for this game, which was very, very kind of them. So I'm going to raffle that off towards the end of the show, either during the Q&A as normal, or just sort of at the end when we get towards the end of the game, if it looks like we're not going to do a Q&A. Okay, great. Other stuff going on this week. Thank you to everybody who supported Ducklings, which had a Kickstarter launch last week. I can't remember if I talked about it on stream last Thursday or not, but I certainly tweeted about it, and got an enormous amount of support from this community and all of you guys. Really appreciate that. Ducklings, just as a reminder, is a board game from a group of students of mine who have been working on it for the last year through 2 different classes at USC. Most recently, the Polish and Publish class that I teach with Jesse Vigil, and we did a lot of work on the game. They've done an enormous amount of legwork on the game, testing it, polishing it, making it really good, and putting together a Kickstarter campaign for it. It funded last week in under 24 hours. It was a smashing success, and I really appreciate all of the financial support and the retweets and shares that you guys gave to that campaign. That means a lot to me that they were so successful, because that game is really cool and those students are fantastic. Along those lines, I have another group of students from the same class who are launching a Kickstarter tomorrow. This is a game called Robottery 101. And I love this game. I find this game so charming. It's a by Zyvo. It's Robottery 101 is a game about building giant mechas for your college course in building giant mechas, and trying to impress your professors with how well you can build your giant mechas. It is a really clever social tabletop game with some neat social interaction mechanics, some player dynamics that are very cool and in theme, and I find the whole thing charming, and you get to build robots out of these cards. Zyva, you don't have to leave now. I thought you were leaving. You were okay. Anyway, they are launching their Kickstarter tomorrow. That is a super cool game. It is less sort of like sad emotions and tragedy than Ducklings, and more sort of fun college stress and working together in sort of complicated group project teams, where you sort of want to succeed and help each other succeed, but also want to get credit for all of the hard work that you're doing. Keep an eye out for that. There will be I'll be tweeting about that tomorrow when it launches. Also keep an eye out for another game called Fight or Flight, which I have talked about and shown you a little bit of previews for on maybe not this show, but on After Class. Fight or Flight is another game about the college experience, but it's a different college experience. It is sort of like I'm trying to remember their elevator pitch. It's like Spin the Bottle, and all of the parts of Truth or Dare that aren't for wimps. It's like the new Twister. It is a very hands-on, sort of touchy-feely kind of a game of chicken. It's a really, really clever game. The group that put it together is fantastic. They're really smart game designers and artists, and they've put together a really, really cool, provocative project. So I'm not sure if that's launching tomorrow or next week, but keep an eye out for that. It's a very different kind of game than Robottery, but also one that I heartily recommend, especially to anybody who is in college or a collegiate sort of situation, life situation, where I think it works particularly well. It's last one game. I sort of warned you guys last week that there's a lot of game release business going on. Last one is Walden, a game, which is a project that the Game Innovation Lab at USC has been working on for at least 9 years, because I was working on it about 9 years ago. It's a game. It's a video game adaptation of Henry David Thoreau's Walden. It is beautiful. It's a labor of love. It's something that students and staff and faculty at USC have been volunteering their time on for the better part of a decade, because we believe in this project and how great it can be. It's really cool. It's something that I'm really proud of, and really proud of my lab for having produced. It's a semi-educational game, in that it is about sort of a book that is often a topic of education, and it contains a lot of interesting insight into the philosophy of an influential thinker and writer in American history, but it is not edutainment. It's a game that really tries to capture the feeling that and the philosophy that Thoreau expresses in Walden. It's a neat game. It's available for sale on itch. If you go to the Game Innovation Lab's itch.io page, or I'm sure it's linked from our website. I also think that I'm not going to say waldenagame.com because I'm not certain that that's the URL, but I think that might be the URL. Okay, that's all the games. Play-by-play network news. We have migrated the YouTube page, or the YouTube channel, to Play-by-Play Network. It used to be on my personal channel, Sean Bouchard, and now it's on Play-by-Play Network. If you are subscribed to the YouTube channel where all of the VODs for the Twitch streams go, after they're done, get archived, you should be automatically subscribed to the new channel. It should be totally transparent to you. But if for some reason you have a link to something on my Twitch channel that is now broken, that's why, and you're just going to need to you probably just need to replace the part of the URL that has my name with Play-by-Play Network, or you can go to the new youtube.com/c/Play-by-Play Network page and find the content that you were looking for. It's all still up there. There is, I want to draw your attention to the fact that in addition to this Twitch page and the YouTube channel, we have a Discord channel and a Steam group, and there's more information about both of those things down below. There's a link to the Steam group and instructions for joining the Discord channel. Additionally, one of our friends of the show and a former classmate of mine, Cage Tiger, is hosting a Terraria server that she is inviting members of this community to join. So you can talk to her at Caged Tiger about, with a K, sorry, Caged Tiger, about that, if you're interested in Terraria. And then last thing, I just want to say thank you one more time. Really sincerely thank you to all of you who have supported me and Play-by-Play enough for us to achieve affiliate status, which is really, that means a lot to me, and it really is an achievement, given that I don't have the time to do this kind of thing full time, or as much as some other streamers. That's you guys. That's you guys supporting this channel the way that you do, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you sincerely. With affiliate status, that means that Twitch opens up some options for us. Cheers, which you guys have played around with, and I appreciate subscriptions, monthly subscriptions at different tiers. We also have a PayPal tip jar that's linked down below. Anything that you donate, are able to donate to the channel, is really appreciated. It all goes to help support the work that is being done behind the scenes to arrange for these cool games to be on the show, to bring the developers in when we often are able to get developers from the games to talk and to participate in the Q&A, and to get the game keys that we like to raffle away when we can. All of that stuff takes a lot of legwork, and we really appreciate the support that you give it. Just a reminder, because it's early in the month, if you haven't yet used your Twitch Prime subscription for this month, consider giving it to Play by Play, because that helps out a lot. And if you don't give it to us, make sure that you give it to somebody else, because that's free money that you can give to one of your favorite streamers every month, if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber. Okay, that's it. That's all my announcements. I'm done. Let's play video games now. Let me turn the sound on here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. So, Old Man's Journey. I'm not sure if I can play this with a controller or not. We'll find out. So far, this game has been sort of notably... What was the most important one that I missed? Special mention to Eve White, who is our Lord and Savior. Amen. Thank you, Eve. You are fantastic, and you make all of this happen. So very notably, we didn't see the intro menu because you only see it when you call it up. The game actually goes sort of seamlessly into the beginning. But opening the intro menu calls attention to the fact that this game is very, very deliberate in not using any language. Yeah, I don't know that it has controller support. Oh, maybe it doesn't have anything support. Oh, it's mouse-driven. It's mouse-driven. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So all of the menu is symbolic. And that little opening sequence, sort of very deliberate in communicating a lot without using language, which is, of course, it's really nice when on the developer side when you can do that for translations. You don't have to worry nearly as much about translations. But it also sort of creates this experience that is kind of storybooky, that is, I don't want to say narrative light. It's because it can create a very compelling narrative environment, but it's not as dense, right? If it's not written, it gives you sort of a much more visual storytelling kind of a thing. And this is super, super rich with visual storytelling, with these backgrounds. Like, I don't know what this store is. Am I interacting with things? Oh, God, I am. Look at that. My mouse cursor sort of moves that stuff around. It moves around the trees. I didn't notice that. That's kind of cool. Again, like, very storybooky. It reminds me of, like, a pop-up book. That kind of... Oh, I see. Okay. That kind of thing where it provides interaction, like basic interaction with the visual elements on a page, in addition to like text to read. This dude being able to leap from hill to hill is kind of wild. It makes me want to explore all of the elements on screen that I can interact with. So Old Man came over here and seems to be content to sit down. Okay. Which leaves me to sort of like tap around the screen and see, you know, what can I do? What is interactable? That was an interesting scene. That was me clicking on that young couple in order for my character to sort of pay attention to them. I don't know what that just tried to tell me. It was... I think it was saying click. He sat down there for a while because the couple left. There's a sense of sort of being caught up in memory. Which I think is a part of the old man narrative that the game is trying to evoke. So there's a hotel. There's a hotel this way. I feel like I'm still figuring out what the core... Oh god, what is that? I'm still figuring out what the core interactions of the game are. What just... Okay, so I didn't touch anything that time. The earth just sort of bent down. It wants me to drag it. Got it. Okay. Okay. All right. That was great. That interaction is like utterly unintuitive to me. But that instruction, like giving me a minute to try to figure out what the hell is going on, clearly not being able to, not getting it, and then giving me like a pretty clear, pretty straightforward instruction of what to do physically. Do you guys hear that purr? I don't know how well that comes across, but there's a very, very nice low purr coming from this cat. Really makes me want to go up and talk to the cat. I can chase away birds. Can I pet the cat? Oh, I scared away the cat. I mean, that's what happens to cats. I wonder if that is the only interaction that I can have with the cat. Or if I could play that differently. Okay, so that means cannot change this surface, but this surface I can change. What about this? I can't change that. Even though it's marked. Oh, the line just sort of means this is a walkable surface, but then why isn't there a line here? I don't entirely understand. Oh, because that's not a walkable surface. Got it. Okay. All right. I'm getting to understand the visual language of the game better. I want to walk over here and see if I can I get that thing? Oh, no. Here it comes back again. He looks outside. He doesn't see anybody. Okay, alright. So can I walk up here? This is a little bit of puzzle solving. It's very, very, very simple. Wait. I can't move that because I'm standing on it? Is that the problem? That's the problem. Got it. Okay, alright. So there are some surfaces that I can move. Can I pet the cat? Your cat. Your cat. Cannot pet the cat. That is... interact with the door? That makes a little star explosion that makes me think that I'm doing something, but nothing happens. That, there I can interact with the door, kind of. Yeah, I can lift it up, but then it comes back down. Again, this is very, like, pop-up booky. Whoa, whoa! It's also interesting because, like, I'm clearly playing a character, but a lot of the interaction that I have agency over is not character-based interaction. It's sort of abstract interaction with the world. Is that the cat? I thought the cat went the other way. I'm still following the cat. Let's follow the cat. Oh, because I'm standing on it. So I gotta be... Yeah, okay. So I gotta sort of think ahead. Where do I want the next hill to take me? I like following the cat. Following the cat is a neat mechanic. That's as high as that will go, but this will go down. I like how these things bend and how they sort of interact with the objects that are attached to them. Like this wire that's sort of stretching between one hill and another hill that's moving is very, very cool. I like the bird who is unfazed. There is definitely a pleasure in an environment that is as beautiful and as rich as this one, just seeing what reacts to my cursor. There's also, I gotta say, there's a little bit of awkwardness around... Mostly what I'm doing in this game is clicking on things so that unexpected things can happen. Like there's nothing that particularly makes me think that I should click on that person or what to expect when I do. I do really like that the idea behind it. What is that? What does that mean? Is that just click here to exit, I guess? I don't really understand that symbology. Oh, Jesus. I, like, dozed off for a while. Oh, no, I guess I actually checked into the hotel. Yeah. Okay. So, because I don't know if we're gonna get to Q&A, I just want to say, like, very quickly, there's a thing between an interaction and a mechanic. And mechanics are things that you do specifically as a player, things that as a player you do. Interactions are ways that you... Trying to think of how to say this without using the word interact, but ways that you affect and are affected by the environment. And so that tends to be as a character, right? In character-based games. And that's a big difference between mechanics and interactions. Mechanics are very player-focused. They're the sort of player side of the things that the character can do. Interactions are very character-focused. They're the sort of effects of the character on the world. This is a game where the interactions of sort of observing and remembering are very, very strong, and I feel very, very strongly about them. I think they fit the environment. I think that they're really poignant, but they're disconnected from the mechanics, where the mechanics... I mean, unless I'm not understanding something, a game where sort of I can click on anything in the scene and that will inspire a memory, feels like there's a harmony between those two mechanics. A game where I'm sort of searching for the thing that I am supposed to be inspired by, that sense of searching feels disconnected from the sort of idle recollection that seems to be the interaction that the character has with the world. So that disconnect is the thing that I'm reacting to. Everything about this game as like an observed object, I think is really cool. I think that it probably is a game that makes for a really neat stream, because I like how all of the sort of coherent aesthetics of it are just gorgeous. But there is something a little bit awkward for me as a player to be sort of sitting down, looking around. Okay, what can I remember about, like, what here is going to inspire me to reminisce? Reminiscing is not usually so active, and you know, an action, I guess. Okay, let's keep going. There's also an implicit mystery about the journey, this old man's journey. Oh, look, I like that I can create that bridge. And I'm gonna have to bridge both ways. That's neat. I like that. I'm gonna like bridge this backwards and forwards. I like that a lot. Like, what is this journey? What is the journey that I'm on? He's clearly very motivated to undergo this, and it's not clear yet why. I'm also going to say I really like this little road sign that is like a curve, which is not an actual road sign, right? Like that is meaningless, that symbol in that orientation. Like, you see an S curve on a road sign and that means like caution, tight curves. This is really just evocative of the kind of movement of the hills that you need to do in order to solve that puzzle. And I really, really like that touch. I can't move this. Oh, I can just click on that. Again, I really honestly do feel some weirdness about not knowing what things I can click on and can't click on and am supposed to be clicking on. And I'm not sure what that zoom in means. Like, what's the significance of that? Oh, Jesus. I was not sure whether I could walk across a waterfall or not. Is that going to be a continuous mechanic? Is that, walking over waterfalls causes me to fall down? I like this. I like being able to sort of interact with the water. Okay, what am I trying to do now? I assume I'm trying to go down, so I'm just gonna follow these waterfalls all the way down. Seems like sliding down waterfalls is not a good way to get around. Yeah, that's such an easy effect to achieve and so pretty. I mean, I say it's so easy. It certainly makes things a little bit more complicated than doing them other ways, but it's totally worth it. That is gorgeous. Can I move any of these things? I can move that and go over here. I guess I'm trying to go over here. It's unclear to me where I'm trying to go at any moment, except that I guess it's rarely to the side. It's almost never to the side. It's almost always either up or down. Except for then. Then it was to the side. Okay, I take off my backpack, I sit down. That means it's time to reminisce. Except that's not what we're doing this time. Is it? Well, now we're doing something different. So, we haven't talked about these vignettes. It's a young couple. It's a love story. This is the first one that's been, like, really interesting to me. And my interest is largely in the sort of characterization of these two people. She seems really upset. And he seems... I mean, I would say that this was a grand apology gesture, except for the surprise sign, which is not an I'm sorry sign. It's a surprise sign. So I'm not sure what's happening here. I'm not sure where the action and reaction is, which is super intriguing. Did he, like, buy a boat and is trying to surprise her and she is unhappy about it? She has bags packed? Is she leaving? Or is she gonna come live with him on his boat? Really, this is an interesting scene. I assume it's going to become clearer, like, how this romance story progresses. One of my favorite things about this game so far is the amount of time that clearly passes while you reminisce. Okay, so my eye is being drawn upward. I'm guessing that I am trying to go over here. There's an arrow. I guess I'm just trying to go over here. Okay, alright, let's go with that. Let's say I'm trying to go this way. How do I do that? Can I extend this bridge? I can. That will go up pretty far, but not all the way up. That will go up further. Okay, so can I get up here? We're gonna try that. Oh, that was the toad! Oh, I didn't get that. Those toads are great. See, it's... Oh, God, there's a little bit of an awkwardness around... What can I tap? Like, I can tap this window, and it'll open and close the window, and it feels very, that's very pop-up booky. That's a very satisfying, sort of incidental interaction. And now I'm using interaction in a completely different way than I just defined a minute ago, but there are other things that when I try to click them, in order to test whether that kind of incidental interaction exists, it instead tries to move my character there. So this is a... Oh, see, that's... Okay. The question mark, I think, means that he wants to go there, but isn't able to. So this is the downside of having an extremely limited interaction palette. This is a game that is built with touchscreens in mind. So you have, you don't have differentiation between buttons. There are ways to create more complicated interactions with touchscreens, but it's in keeping with the aesthetic of this game that it's in keeping with the aesthetic of this game to have very, very simple interactions, just very simple touches, very simple clicks. Oh god, that's what I wanted to do. I can't do... Oh, I can move the boat over. Got it. It's got me thinking about how this game plays with the idea of depth and perspective. I can actually drag the boat. I don't know if some of these interactions are maybe more intuitive on an actual touch device. But I feel like I do keep having this experience of my initial instinct of how to interact with the world doesn't yield any results or the results that I expect, and then it turns out that I'm supposed to drag something or something like that. my working theory is that at these sort of reminiscent moments, I am supposed to click on characters. But okay, so that's wrong. I'm doing that wrong. It was click on the bell. Oh god, there's just something off-putting about that to me. Look at them, they're cute. Alright, so maybe she wasn't mad. Maybe that was just how she expresses surprise. God, I love this flower. Very nice. It's a very nice scene. All of these scenes are sort of beautiful moments. It's an interesting way to describe visually and express memory as sort of moments with movement but no action. Yay, trains. I like trains. See, what did I just click on? I don't like clicking on things and having it register as something that I didn't intend. There's something sort of dissatisfying about that to me. That is cool. I like being able to do that. I do really enjoy this mechanic of moving the environment to enable this journey. So Cage Tiger has actually mentioned this a couple of times. I have sort of a history of working with games that are about memory. This game is in a lot of ways very close to home for me, because I was one of the. I'm gonna say I was one of. Well, I was a designer on a game back in 2010 called Spectre, S-P-E-C-T-R-E, that maybe actually exists still at spectregame.com. I don't know. Spectre is a game very much about an old man's journey. It's about a character remembering the story of his life in individual moments that are told through vignettes. The vignettes that we developed for Spectre were much less visual. So these are like beautiful drawn little portraits of moments of time that tell the story of those moments. God, I love this level. Let's talk about this level in a second. That tell the story of those moments and string together moments to describe this man's life. The moments that we had were similarly narrative, similarly sort of little individual pieces, but they were all based on emotional resonances. So each memory had a tone, had an emotional tone. And then there were vignette mini games that were intended to evoke each of those emotional tones. And so, oh, interesting. Interesting. That was an interesting, potentially a choice point. I wonder if I had gone down, would I have had to like turn around? No? No good? There we go. So I love this level because the interactions are simple and the stakes are exactly the kind of low that I enjoy. The worst case... So... God, but there's such a nice curve to it. The interaction here is all about if you are able to do this, solve this puzzle, which is ridiculously simple, but if you're able to solve it quickly enough, then you maintain speed. You go through the level very fast. If you are not, and it's really a dexterity puzzle, so if your dexterity is not high enough, if you're not fast enough at sliding these things around, then your progress through the level is slower. But there's a curve to that. So as you get up to speed, you move through everything much, much faster. And as soon as you sort of miss something a little bit, you lose all of your momentum. So there's a big sense of investment in... I'm doing well, I want to keep doing well, I don't want to screw this up. The stakes are very low in absolute terms, but in sort of marginal terms, they're very high. If I screw this up, then I lose all of my progress, even though all of that progress is towards something very, very low stakes. I think that's super cool. I think that's very well done there. Okay, I took my backpack off and I'm sitting down. Does that mean that I am preparing for remembrance? I kind of just want to play with bags. The sounds are good. Those physics are good on the box lid. I just like that jangle. What about this? What about this? Nope. I don't understand what... Who am I as a player? Like, what is my role? I feel like I'm like fate or something. Okay, so he's got a daughter. He still loves sailing. He's teaching his daughter to love sailing. His hair is fantastic. That's the big takeaway. Chat is preparing themselves for a tragedy at the end of the game. It doesn't have to end tragically, guys. Maybe she's getting married and he is going to her wedding. Like, where the hell do I go now? I feel like I've been trained to go up and down, but there's nowhere to go up and down. So I guess I'll go to the right? Or in the building? No, I never go in buildings. Yay! Yay, sheep. Cute sheep. Okay, I can't go past the sheep. Can I scare the sheep over here? No, they're gonna stay where they are. And I can't move that. Alright, I can move back over here. Will the sheep come back? Now I lost the sheep. I have very little range of motion on either of these hills. So I don't know what I can do with those. Oh, I see. If I click the sheep, then they move. And they always move in that direction, I guess? I don't know. Now they're moving back. Okay, so maybe they reached the end of their thing. The game, so, I'm gonna say the thing that is coming to mind. I'm trying to figure out what is my role in this story, because I feel somewhat disassociated from this character. I am following him, but my actions are not his actions. And the thing that comes to mind is the sort of I don't know, stereotypical Irish blessing about may the road rise up to meet you. I feel like I'm the road that rises up to meet this character. I feel like I am the sort of spirit of journey that sort of animates all of the minor coincidences that transform the travel between 2 points into something that has significance as an experience to the person who is traveling. Which is a really abstract idea, but it kind of encapsulates the kinds of things that I am capable of doing within the world as a player. We're going to see if the rest of the game sort of bears out that idea. I'm gonna see if I can get these boats to, like, all line up. No, wait, go the other way. Go that way. You go that way. I don't know why, just because I'm sort of running out of things to do. I can click on lots of stuff. Oh, now a big boat is coming. Did I somehow cause that? But this makes me feel better about the sort of the things that I'm able to do and my inability to predict exactly what is going to happen, because if I am playing sort of a Kismet spirit, that feels more appropriate to me. So this is an awfully complicated image. I'm reading this as him being seized with longing to go back out to the sea, and being dragged back and held in place by his daughter, who is celebrating a birthday, and he is, everything but absent from this birthday. I mean, like, there's so much emotion in these characters, though. That's like what really sells these scenes. Rihanna, thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. I really appreciate that. That's really, really, really nice of you. Thank you. I love the color palette of this game. It's all, oh Jesus, what is it? It's all kind of like soft, just a little bit less saturated than you might expect. Okay, wait. Here's how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go up on the red island, and then I'm gonna grow the... Oh shit, I can't grow the green island. I gotta play with all of these and figure out what I can even do. Okay, that'll get me across. And I can take that down. And then I can take this down and get up... Okay, got it. Got it. Dry pastel. Thank you, Eve. That's a great description of what this is. It's got a pastel kind of a quality to it, and it's got this like brush stroke, or I guess if it's pastel, then it's not brush, but you can see the grain, the texture of the illustration, which is, you know, an artifact. That's a visual identity that it's been given. Okay, wait, I gotta think through this. So I got sheep up here and I got sheep down here. Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go over here, I think. So what if I go this way? Can I make these sheep? I can't make... No. You stay. Stay where you are. Where do these sheep go? These sheep go over here. And now, will they go further? And now they'll go over there? Great. Now I have stranded the sheep exactly as I intended. Okay, now these sheep will go up here. And will they do the same thing? Can I make them do the same thing? I can. I have stranded all of the sheep together. Yeah, I mean, I do feel bad about, like, the shepherd who is going to have to come back to these sheep. Wait, did that... I thought I was going into memory. I thought I was going to I was reverie-ing. No? Oh, God. Look at the light literally fall out of that lamp. Alright, so he's planning... wow, he's planning a hell of a sea voyage. I was gonna say, like, circumnavigating the globe, but it is more complicated than that. He's just visiting all sorts of places. He's got a picture of presumably his wife on his desk, but it is... I'm gonna say there's a sense of inattention given to it by how abstracted that image is compared to, for example, the map. Which the land masses are also quite abstracted, but this path from place to place is extremely clearly detailed in its rendering. That seems like a terrible boat ride. I do not want to be on that boat. So, okay, we're going to continue looking at the palette and seeing how it evolves. It's still very muted, right? Even more so because of this, like, storm quality of the sky. All of the saturations are cranked down, even though these are, like, very, very colorful landscapes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do after I get over here, but I'm pretty sure I need to get over here. Oh, look at that lighthouse spark. One thing that is interesting to me is that, as far as I can tell, there's not really any dependency on the movement of these landscape, objects. Dude, where do you go from here? Valiant Venture, thank you for the cheer. What the hell do I do? So a way that you could construct this game is that there's some kind of elasticity, some kind of... Oh, is it the... No, it's not the bridge. There's some kind of elasticity. There's a connection between these hills so that, for example, if this is up, then this can move further up. Wait, is that what just happened? How did this... Wait. Oh! The red and the orange are two different parts of the land. Okay, so my point still stands. That, like... when this is up, this moves up higher, but it's actually independent. This can be low and this will move up just as high. So the hills move independently, which is, again, casual is such a loaded term, but it makes this game more approachable. It makes the puzzles an order of magnitude easier to solve. Because you don't have interacting elements, you only have like a single field of dynamic elements. There's no second order interaction between them. Which I think is super deliberate on the part of this game. It is designed to be an approachable, accessible experience. It's got, you know, a visual aesthetic that is very, you know, storybooky, reminiscent of that kind of, there we go. Am I misunderstanding how some of this works? Because it feels like, contrary to everything that I just said, I wasn't getting the full range of motion on all of these hills the first time that I moved through them. But maybe it's just they have less meaning when I'm not doing them sort of in the proper order, or when they don't have the right context. Okay, so there's a barrel. Oh, hopefully that's what I have to do, is roll the barrels into the ocean. Break down the wall. Cool, got it. A lot of the tutorialization that this game does is really, really solid, where it presents... I mean, again, not that any of these puzzles are really hard, or meant to be especially hard, but it presents new mechanics, new systems, new elements, new, like, game elements, in a very straightforward, simplified way before putting them in more complex situations. Oh man, he really wants to go on this journey around the world, and she really doesn't want him to go. And his poor daughter is just like, what the heck, Dad? And look, like, it's not only... there's this beautiful suggestion in this scene that is not only sort of a source of strife in the family, and something that, were he to do it, would be negligent on his part, of especially his daughter, who is painted as just like such an innocent bystander here, but also potentially dangerous. I mean, look at like the storm raging outside this window. Really makes it clear that he's talking about not just going away for a while, but going away and in a really risky manner. And he's been drinking. Yeah, Jester. I mean, it seems that he's been drinking a lot. There's been alcohol present at the last couple of these vignettes. Alright, so we got another barrel. There's a brick wall here, which presumably the barrel is going to be involved in. So I can't move this all the way up. I can move that up. So let's stand up here. No. Come over and get up here. Yeah, good job. No. Come back. Over here. Thank you. Good job. Now I can move this up like that. And it's gonna go down like that. And then I gotta go back over here. And then bring this way down. Oh, not enough to smash the wall? There we go. Okay, alright. Go back the other way. Is this a gate that I just opened? That's interesting. Build up some speed on the barrel. Smash through that wall. And then go off screen. Maybe destroying another barrel on the way? That was not perfectly clear. I think I'm trying to go... Oh, I see, yes. Over here. I'm trying to go down, I think? Am I? Am I trying to go down? Damn. No. Am I trying to go over here? Where am I trying to go? Zoom the camera around somewhere, please. Where am I trying to go? That way? That is a little bit frustrating. Like, I wish there... I mean, I guess this is a signpost that sort of says to the left, but it's... But where... ugh. Like, that way? I was over there. Okay, let me try that. Did I just, like, figure out how to come down here for no reason? Like, why did I have to use the barrel? Did I not have to use the barrel? Or is this the only way? Am I mistaken about how I could get over here? Let's try this. Okay, I guess that was right somehow. Bring this down, and then we're going to bring it way up, and we're going to go that way. Okay, and then come over here and... Oh, that was... Okay, how about coming over here? It is awfully... I mean, like, this storm is ridiculous. This guy is completely unfazed by it. I'm guessing down here? He's also super unfazed by falling down those waterfalls. I mean, that's like crazy. Oh, that did it. Okay, great. Good. Oh, I like being able to move this around. That's cool. Okay. Can I get over the barrel? Yes, I can just move past the barrel. Cool. Cool beans. Other way around. Like this, maybe? No, that barrel is stuck there. Oh, here's another barrel. Great. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah. Okay, I guess, come back over here? No, I didn't want to go that far. Yeah, the thing I was moving is this windmill. Which is neat. It's got such a great creak. I mean, the sound design in this game is gorgeous. Is just gorgeous. Where can I stand to be able to do, like, anything? So I feel like I need to manipulate both this plane and the middle plane, which means that I need to be standing on the bottom plane. But I can't do that. Well, maybe I can't. If I go over here... Okay, alright. Go over here. Maybe like that. Oh, somehow that did it. That was a weird series of interactions that it felt like either I found an unexpected, like, unintentional solution to the puzzle, or the solution space for that puzzle was remarkably small. Reminisce about the fire? I love his beard tug animation. There he goes. He made his decision. He is off. Kind of an asshole dad. Look at how sad about it he appears to be. Maybe I'm reading that into him. Did he come down here just to stare at the windmill and reminisce? Also, how did the windmill remind him of that moment? Or is there no relationship between where he sits down, what he looks at, or what happens around him, and the memories that he has? No, 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 stay here. Yeah, everybody go over there. No, 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 no. Can I do it like this? Nope. Nope, cannot. What about going over here? Okay, what about going... Got it. What about going up here and then moving the sheep under me? Like that. What is that thing? Oh, that's the balloon. Oh, I could have interacted with the balloons more. That's sad. Oh, more balloons. Look, I'm making them go up. The direction that balloons go. Let's go over here. No, 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 go back. Go over here, guys. Oh, I see. Hi, Shiprib. I remember that mostly walking. I like the sheep. I like the sheep as a puzzle element. I think they work really well in the context of the game, in sort of in the theming of the game, and they create a puzzle element with exactly the right level of complexity and difficulty, I think, that's appropriate to the game. Did he, like, pre-book passage on this hot air balloon? Is he just friends with everybody in every transportation industry? And they all take him places? Okay, so this one... Ooh. Reminiscent of Disney's Soarin'. Interesting. So, okay, this one is a good, like, there's a relationship between where he is on the hot air balloon and this memory of sort of seeing hot air balloons and also other things on his journey across the ocean. Oh God, it's 8:30. All right, we're gonna take a break here. I didn't realize it had gotten that late. Let's take a quick break, micro break, just for editing purposes.